fait quoi d'être seul?
Alone. Gorgeous cinematography in that first shot, just so ethereal in nature to invite us in. I really liked being able to be introduced to this character by this slow movement into their environment, into their world, their intimate spaces, and their morning routine, and how they act with their closest friends, so that we became aligned with them almost as a friend and not just an observer. And I thought that was really effective for the overall message of the piece as well. I thought this was excellently crafted and very clear vision throughout.
This ship is for alone or so. They have this beautiful home and urban scenes and getting into the concept of having a twin sister and what it involves, the feelings around it, missing someone. I like that club scene. It was dynamic. I love the lighting and the dancing there, the music. Also, at the end, with some pictures of them growing up on at the end credits, it was very beautiful watching this. The text is very emotional, very moving, and visually, this film is quite appealing. Great job.
Alone captures the feeling of being alone in some very clever visual ways. So you have like juxtaposing dancing alone and dancing in a nightclub, which I think is great. Kind of really makes you feel like what it's like to feel alone in a crowd. There are some clever match cuts as well that really support that and bring those emotions to the fore. I think it does a great job of like having her be haunted by her twin. Like there's a sense that like she's so close but so far away, which I think is very emotionally poignant. Yeah, and then when eventually they're reunited at the end, the breaking of that sense of isolation leads to this kind of bursting of emotional euphoria. I think it does a great job of trying to help you understand what that unique and very powerful bond must feel like, and how painful it is when there's some sort of distance or that bottom severed. So I think it's just very emotionally packed.
Alone is a powerful short. It certainly gives us a little. It investigates on a common problem like mental health and mental health struggle. I like the idea how the character feels quite lonely, alone, and she feels really down when she's home and everything is silent. But then she frees herself. She feels energetic and alive when she's dancing. Uh, Especially the club scene. I think the club scene was very very energetic. So overall, I think I really like the concept and the mix between music and dance and mental health issues, and overall the voiceover that goes in the background. It's like it's basically the film is like a sort of poem, is a visual poem, and I really really loved it. So overall, great production. Congratulations.
Alone. Really nice opener. The use of what they did with the lighting was really creative and interesting, and I loved that. Great music. I thought that there were some really nice transitions from one thing to the next. My only thing, I kind of wish there were subtitles. You could kind of figure out what was going on even though there weren't subtitles, but it's always nice to know for sure. But yeah, I thought the cinematography and everything about this, they did such a nice job.
I have to judge this strictly on the visuals because I could only pick up so many words that were said within this piece. My biggest takeaway is that this is kind of two versions of one person. You see this subtly hinted at with the framed photo of the faces, and by the end, you find the same image is actually tattooed on this woman's forearm, only sort of signifying the importance of the symbol, right? for who she is when she is alone versus who she is in a room full of people, kind of getting lost in this moment of dance. There's this striking light in the room that really brings these two spaces together in the seamless editing sequence as the camera cuts between footage of our character dancing alone in this room and then also out and about when she's in a crowded space. We face quite a bit in the sake of our own company, especially in times of grief, as I believe this is something the character might be going through based on the visuals of the ending sequence with the montage stills of the sisters. That's kind of what I picked up on. I'm not sure if that's exactly what went down, but there were no subtitles.